The rise of the internet has been rapid and all-consuming. This medium that basically didn't exist for the general public 2 decades ago has changed the world entirely. This new technology has defined a generation and put a small farming community in California on the map. The internet boom soon worked its way east and blew doors wide open in China. Many large companies exploded and took the lead. Others bided their time, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Qihu is a great business story, inspired by a unique businessman with an unconventional way of thinking.
I work in internet industry for many years. I think the spirit and the philosophy of internet must be free. Today we use many services. The best service we use is totally free.
Industry leaders weren't his only critics. Even his friends had a hard time getting their heads around Mr. Zhou's idea.
Before he started the free antivirus business, he actually asked me for what do I think about it. And I told him that I don't think it's going to fly. So, you know, because I don't understand the business well. But after it became very successful, I realized that it was a very ingenious move.
Mr. Chuan Thor, a venture capitalist and now a Qihu board member, knew Mr. Zhou from past ventures, and he knew that betting on this visionary entrepreneur was a very good wager indeed.
In general, I would say genius. This is one of the best entrepreneurs you can find in China. And that was a reason, back to 2006, Highland and my partners, we invested in Qihu. This is one of the best entrepreneurs in China.
With every great innovator, there's a moment when inspiration strikes. With Mr. Zhou, that inspiration came from a book titled Silicon Valley Fever.
The book put something in my heart. That means if you have a good idea, if you can make a very good products, you can change other people's life, you can change the world. So I think it's a life I want to have.
Freshly inspired and empowered for innovation, Mr. Zhou's entry into the internet security market in China pleased hundreds of millions of users. But the competition? Well, that's a different story.
His business model probably is against other companies, so they quarrel or debate sometimes.
Because of the dominance of a few big companies here in the space, if you want to become big, you're eating other people's lunch.
A quality product offered for free became wildly popular and an instant success. But the obvious question is, how do you monetize a product when you're not charging for it?
Once you make that paid service into free service, the market penetration rate for that service become almost 100%, because everybody needs it. He basically revolutionized the way this product is built. It's based on cloud as well as being monetized, which is really free service, but monetized through security browser and a bunch of other services that makes people's life easier on the internet. So I think that was a pretty ingenious move, and I never saw that happening.
A man can begin to appear larger than life when becoming hugely successful, and even more so when that success is wrapped in controversy, as in the case of Mr. Zhou. His critics see him as threatening, but those who know him see it differently.
I think he's sort of the godfather for a small group of product people in China who always constantly innovate on the next generation of internet products through a process called micro innovation. So I think he coined that word, and so he's sort of leading that wave.
Today, Qihu boasts over 450 million PC users, 270 million smartphone users, and their 360 search is already the #2 search engine in China less than a year after its launch. To be the best in your field, you have to be willing to make the tough decisions and trust your instincts. For Mr. Zhou, he knows whose opinion matters most.
When I see the feedback from the user, they said, oh, thank you for your products, for your service. So I think, meantime, I feel proud. I think I'm successful.
For more information about Chihu360, visit them online at corp.360.cn. When we return for our final segment, we'll have a report from Shenzhen, often considered China's Silicon Valley. Let's learn all about communications giant Huawei right after this.